Welcome to the episode 11 Reality Podcast. I am your host, Ricky Valero. On today's episode, I'm going to be recapping episode 6 of The Snake. We are slowly but surely moving down the line of this season, but we still have 11 competitors fighting it out for the $100,000 prize. And of course, this week we have our competitors on our screen here are the 11 that we have remaining. Still a lot of people left halfway through the season. I feel like we're going to get a double elimination from this show very soon. It just didn't happen this week. But make sure, before I dive into this episode, make sure to check out my interview with the exited contestant, the person eliminated from this week's episode. I will be chatting with you. You'll be able to check out that interview right here on the Love and Reality Podcast YouTube channel. All right. So Catherine sits down with Jack and kind of tries to say, hey, if she didn't pick who she did, Jack probably would have went home. Amanda's excited that Frank and Alyssa on her side. Devontae gave the disadvantage to Derek, which, I mean, we kind of all not surprised by that, but also thought maybe that he would leave the advantage for Jack, which is where I thought maybe he would go here. But the disadvantage, I guess, sounded sweeter just because of Derek eliminating him there. As for our competition, they're all in coffins with their name on it to win the game. They will be locked in the coffins. The first person to get out of the coffin wins the snake. They have to figure out the riddle to unlock the code. This would have been my worst nightmare because my claustrophobia would have kicked in. I would have been kicking and screaming. I would have been yelling. I would have done all of those things in between because I was just watching it and I felt the claustrophobic nature of this entire episode. You cannot get me in a coffin like this. I mean, if I go on a reality TV show, if I ever went on a reality TV show, they'd be like, yeah, hey, buddy, we got you. You know what I mean? Guess what we're doing this week? We're going to put you in a coffin. But to be honest with you, some of the people struggled, but some of the people didn't struggle. And the person that didn't struggle was, in fact, Jordan. She is the snake. And her winning obviously made Catherine excited. And because that was her best friend, including Break It. And then that to me, with that, you know what I mean? When you're watching this, you're slowly starting to see the kind of unfolding of Catherine because she's really playing her hand by playing all of these individuals. And this week is no different. And that's to me is a little bit scary considering she is locked in as my winner right now, who I think could win this show. But from this, Jim brings in a speaker that is going to replay what others have said about one another in the house. And they won't be able to recognize the voice of who's saying it, though. Basically, everyone throws everyone under the bus here, right? McLean mentioned that they bring up McLean being too attached to Jack. Jack is the wolf in sheep's clothing. Derek is a bigger threat than people let on. Frank and Alyssa are kind of like a power couple. It's funny to see like Catherine's words being repeating over and over again about some of these people. Frank is a sad panda about the words that is saying he's just a pawn. This is to me like, look, it's a game, man. Like, I just don't understand. I understand the emotional elements of people saying things about you, but we're playing the snake. We're all supposed to be lying, deceiving, deceitful, just ruthless, rude ass people. And none of these people, I feel like, get that concept. And that's one aspect of this where I was just like, all right, guys, like, come on. Like, that's part of the show. You know what I mean? Like, it's part of the show. Like, you literally signed up for the show to be part of this ruthless journey. And why are we acting all brand new now? You know what I'm saying? So, obviously some of the harsher things came out against Catherine about how she's two-faced and all these. Was anybody really surprised by that? Was anybody really surprised that they were going to target Catherine in this moment? Because again, she is kind of been manipulating the game. People understand that. People know that. And because of that, she's going to have this big old target on her back. That being said, on the flip side here, after that was done, of course, we get down to business, okay? Nobody's surprised here. Nobody. Jordan picked Catherine in this moment. Everybody expected that. We all expected that. Even though they try to chirp in her ear and try to tell her otherwise, she has consistently saved her. So what are you going to do? I'm going to return the favor, and I'm going to save the person that has saved me week in and week out, right? Period. End of story. There's no question asked. I'm going to save the person that has saved me. So, of course, Catherine goes up there. Now, of course, everybody thinks Catherine's going to pick them because she just told everybody that. And again, that's where I'm worried about a little bit because, again, is she overplaying her hand a little too much? And that's the scary aspect, again, of voting for her to be at that top spot because, again, she's going to bite off a little bit more than she can chew. And then in the long run, it's going to end up biting her in the butt. And then we're going to see her get eliminated. But that being said, Catherine picked Alyssa. And of course, Jack is mad, and then Christine is mad because she calls out Catherine, saying that she told her and promised her that she was going to pick her, and then of course didn't pick her. So nobody's really nobody's really surprised that she lied, but she did lie. And then on top of that, we go from there from Jordan. Then in turn, let's see here. She heard that. Oh, so Catherine said that she heard Christine say that her and Jordan are fake bitches. And then Alyssa, of course, picks Frank. Shocker. And then Frank in turn picks Amanda. And then Amanda in turn picked Derek. Derek in turn picked McLean. And then, of course, McLean was going to pick her man, Jack on the way out the door. Jack picked Brett. And then it was down to John and Christine. So this is where things get a little bit interesting for me because it's down to John and Christine, two people that I feel like we haven't really got to know a whole lot of in this season. But when it comes down to John and Christine, I'm like, man, John is the unknown factor. And I don't really know what Jordan was thinking here because I feel like Christine could have been somebody that you used as a pawn in your puzzle because she didn't really have strong alliances with everybody. She's been kind of out here roaming and, running and gunning ever since Cody left. So I feel like you could use her as somebody on your team. I just don't understand. But John seems like a liar. The guy is a full, you know what I mean? Like, guy is a full-fledged liar. Everything he has said has like been a lie. And I don't like, and he's he's in politics. So obviously, let's raise the bar to that lying as well. But Jordan in this moment saves John over Christine. Kind of shocked me. I was blown away by this. I could not believe it. I think a lot of people are going to be shocked by this as well. But that being said, after week 6, here are my breakdown of my power rankings for the snake right now. Coming in at third right now, Derek comes in third. This guy was back against the wall. He was going to be eliminated, period, a couple weeks ago. Like, he was done. Dunzo. He stuck around. He won a competition. He's making new friends. He's making alliances. Amanda's picking him. They recognize each other. I think that, to me, is going to be a little bit of alliance that people aren't going to kind of see, and they're going to start developing together. But everybody does know that these two are strong within what they have built. So it's not a surprise anymore. Amanda's a threat. Amanda is a threat. And that's why she's number 2 on my list right now. She's a player, and one of which we're starting to see slowly take off. Amanda is in the same position in my place. This is almost a 1A, 1B scenario with Amanda and Catherine. Amanda is slowly starting to make the move. The move she made last week, Devontae, boom, killer move. Loved it. Now, we're moving on to number 1. Catherine is still the top spot, but she's starting to lose her control of the house, and I feel like she may be going home soon. She has got to switch her ways. She has got to form herself in one alliance and one alliance only. And if she doesn't, she could be going home in the next few weeks. I feel like we have a double elimination coming too. So because of that, Catherine could be in danger as well. What did you guys think of this week's episode of The Snake? Let me know in the comments below. Who do you think the top 3 people right now in the Snake household? I'd love to find out. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of Love and Reality Podcast. We'll be back next week breaking down episode 7.